Okay, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, I would like to explain the code of Menudo XML and the Menudo activity class. Okay, first the XML. The first code is this constraint layout for layouting the items that we put on this frame, and this is the default one. And the width is match parent, which is filling the parent, and the height is also match parent, and the context is for that where do we want to put the layout. So I put the layout is in the menu doa activity class. Then after that we close, but this close is not the perfect close because I want to add another item in the inside of the constraint layout. Okay, then I add a toolbar and I give the name, which is ID. The name is toolbar underscore menu underscore doa, and the width of the toolbar is mesh parent, and the height is wrapping the content. And I give the background is color primary, which is this orange, and the title of the toolbar is doa doa, and the title text color is white, and the appearance of the text is toolbar appearance, which is the one that I already put on the values XML, which is this one. Then the navigation icon, I put the navigation icon on the asset that I already put on the drawable, which is this one. This one. Then I add the constraint start to start of parent, end to end of parent, and top to top of parent. Then, after we adding toolbar, I add another component, which is image view. And the image view, I give an ID, which is IV underscore header. And the width of the image view is wrap content, the height is wrap content. And the source of the image that I want to put is this one, the background header doa. And I give the constraint top to bottom up, so the top of the image view is sticking to the bottom of the toolbar, and end to end of parent, start of parent, so it's in the middle of the frame. And I close the component, and I gave another component, which is card view. I give the ID, which is card underscore doa underscore pagi petang, and I give the width is 0, and the height is wrap content. And I also give a margin start is 16 dp, margin end is 8 dp, which is this one margin and this one margin. And I gave a card corner radius, so making it kind of have a radius in the end is 8 dp, and I gave a content padding, which is 16 dp. And the constraint is start to start of parent and to start of card doa rumah. So the end of this card is sticking to the start of card doa rumah. And top to bottom of IV header. So the top of this card is sticking to the bottom of IV header. And next, after card view, I gave another constraint layout, which the width is mesh parent and the height is wrap content. And inside of the content layout, I gave another component, which is image view. The ID is IV underscore icon underscore doa underscore pagi petang, and the width is wrap content, the height is wrap content, and the source is drawable. IC doa pagi malam, which is this one. And the constraint is end to end of parent, start to start of parent, and top to top of parent. And still inside of the content layout, I gave another component, which is text view. And the text view is wrap content, height is wrap content. The margin top, I gave a margin top, which is 80p, and the text is pagi malam. And the font that I use, the type of font that I use is Poppins underscore semi-bold. And lines, the function of line is for making it have two lines, so it's not long to become one line, but it's two line. And the alignment is center. And the color of the text is color text, which is the default one. And the constraint is top to bottom of icon underscore icon underscore dua kali petang. So the top of this text view is sticking to the bottom of the icon, and start of parent and to end of parent. Okay. By the way, because of the code is the same with the others, so I will just explain one because the other is same code like that. So after you guys done making all of the card view, and it must be a constraint layout because it's the closing of this. To explain of the XML, let's go to the class activity of menu app. Okay. So first, the first code is which is this is explaining about the class menu activity and a compat activity. And because in this project we don't use Android extension, but we use binding, so we need to add binding activity menu binding dot inflate layout inflator, and the set content view is binding dot true. And we need to add a set support action bar is for the toolbar, so we could use the function of the toolbar. Okay, so because it's menu doa, so the toolbar that we use is toolbar menu doa. And in it, you have a function to make a function inside of the class. Okay, and this is the init view function. And okay, so there's is binding dot card doa pagi petang. This means is binding. We need to call binding in every asset that we call from XML. So yeah, it's already a default. And we call the card doa pagi petang, the one that we already make at the XML. And set on click listener means that if we click the card doa pagi petang, we will intent. Intent is change position to detail list doa activity class. So we made a variable intent first, then we change it to another class if we click the card doa pagi petang. And intent means change it, right? Change position, right? And put extra means that we take the asset to another class. So we just drag the asset from to another class. For example, I take this asset, the one that is in card doa pagi petang, to another class to detail list doa activity over here. So I take the title, which is pagi malam, and I also drag another component to this class, which is the icon. The one is icon doa pagi malam. So after we already drag all of the title and the icon, then we start the activity, which is changing the position. So if we haven't take this code, it means that the intent haven't started, so we haven't changed to another class. So if you want to start to change into another class, we need to add start activity intent. Okay, and we close the code because it's the card doa pagi petang, right? And if we want, and then we do the same thing to the another doa and another card doa. There's I think 6 card doa, but they all have but they all dragging a different title and icon. For example, card doa perjalanan, they taking the title is perjalanan, the icon is also perjalanan, and it goes with the others. Okay, after done all of the function of init view, over here there is a function too for the toolbar. Okay, so this toolbar have a function to, if we click the toolbar, the toolbar in the top of the layout, it will taking us to the main activity, which is the home over here. Android.auto.id the home. Then finish. Then if we use one, then we need to return support the on options. So actually this code is only means to making the toolbar is working, and we need to put it in in all of class. Right. Okay. I think that's all from me. I already explained the class and the XML. Thank all for listening and watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.